I love playing board games, and I have deemed myself the queen of board games. Even at this time, that person is rolling their eyes at me. However, I am, because I always win.
Hello, my name is Chantrell. I'm here today with
Yvette Spencer.
Yvette Spencer. Now, is that your full name?
That is my full name.
What does the C stand for?
The C has its own secret.
Can you kind of tell us where you were born, what year you were born?
First of all, you don't ask a female what year she was born in the presence of men. So I'm going to say, although I'm happy, proud of my age, I was born in Beverly, Florida. Proud of that.
What was it like? What was like growing up in Beverly, Florida?
Oh man, it was amazing for me as a child. We had the neighborhood parents who, they were all your parents. Everyone were friends. Even if you fought on one day, you were the best of friends the next day. The creativity of street games on the street. And when I say games, not games, on the streets, we had an amazing time growing up.
How many siblings do you have? Do you have any siblings?
I have I have two siblings who are living, and that's two siblings who are living out of a total of 8 of us. And with me is 3 of us who are still survived.
And where do you fall in that line of siblings?
Now I'm the oldest. I used to be number 4.
Can you tell us all of your titles?
In the play, I am the playwright, the director, and an actress. Outside of the stage, I am an ordained elder. I'm compliance clerk with the Muscogee County School Board. I'm an HR manager at Marco's Pizza. Hi, Marco's family. I'm the owner of Busy Bee Publications, the CEO of RSS Entertainment.
That's a lot of titles for one woman. That's a lot of hats.
And I'm grandmother.
What is it like managing all of those titles?
Busy. Wears you down sometimes, but it also reminds you of why you should never stop. Because until you reach that pivotal moment in your life, you have no space, no room, no time to stop. And I don't want to ever stop anyway. I like staying busy.
Going into your role here in theater, what sparked your interest?
Well, my writing interest happened in high school, but my theater interest happened when a group of friends of mine, we decided to go to Savannah, Georgia, do something different, catch a play. And oh God, it was just poorly written. And I left there complaining. And at the dinner table, one of the friends said, well, why don't you just write your own? I said, I think I will. And I did. I've been writing stage plays ever since.
So speaking on writing, I know that you said you are also an author. How many books have you written? How many stage plays have you written that have been completed shows and any uncompleted work?
I've authored 10 books. I have about 10 more that's in the works. Stage plays, I have Sins and Trials, Innocent Mistakes, Coveted Chair, It's Never Too Late, Confessions in the Dark, which I renamed. God, it's just so many more.
So many more, so many room for fans to follow in the upcoming following of completed work. If people wanted to find your work, as far as books, how would they go about finding that work?
Amazon. But you can just, if you type in Yvette Spencer on the website, you'll also find it at Walmart, Barnes & Noble, all the online bookstores.
So this is your first time acting or being in front of the camera. What's it been like going from behind the camera to now moving in front?
Very, very challenging. very challenging. You find yourself in the moment of just being an actress and forgetting that you need to also be directing. You're constantly questioning yourself, constantly wanting to make edits and improvement when you realize that, no, that didn't sound right. I'm not just an actor, I'm also a director. But with this production, the two men who I worked with, they were just phenomenal. And so I didn't have a whole lot of direction to do for them, which gave me the room to be an actress and kind of let go so much as being a director.
Nice. What do you think people can take from your character?
Attorney Kimberly Stroyer is a strong, powerful woman, in my opinion. She's smart, overburdened with so many cases, and here's another case that's she really just one of the characters even said just mark out her book. But it's hard for her. That's what she wants to do. It's hard for her as an attorney to not give her client the proper attention that it deserves. So she finds herself really trying to help more so than just mark it off.
What would you say are some of your interests? Hobbies?
I love Bible study, scrapbooking. I love family time. And one person will argue with me about this. I love playing board games, and I have deemed myself the queen of board games. Even at this time, that person is rolling their eyes at me. However, I am, because I always win.
You heard it here first. She is the queen of board games. What would you say your perfect Sunday afternoon looks like?
If I had the time with my grandbaby beside me, writing. I love writing. You're going to always find me in front of a computer, or scrapbooking, or watching movies, hanging out with the family. Sometimes we like to sit on the porch and just have family conversations, and I love doing that. And cooking, I love cooking.
What would you say would be an interesting fact about you that people don't know?
A lot of people don't know what C really stands for. And let's keep it that way.
Going back into the stage play, what was it like when that first curtain call started? What was something that you did to prepare? And what was it like once the show ended?
For me, when I prepare, and I went into that preparing the same way I did with each rehearsal, and the same way I would tell my actors, I like to get into the moment of where the character came from. With Attorney Stroyer, I imagine her leaving a courtroom with having a judge had just put her in her place. She didn't win her case. She jumped in her car. She got stopped by every red light. By the time she made it to the meeting, she was exhausted. So I stand there and I imagine all of those things happening before I entered on stage. And that's the same way I prepare before starting rehearsal. I want to really, really encompass everything that she goes through or went through, so I'll know how to approach my cast, which are the characters, and the scene and the story.
So what was it like when you guys finished that first show? Hands are clapping. What was that first moment of relief?
I mean, if I'm being very honest, as a director, as a playwright, as a part owner of the production, my mind just went in 1,000 places. I hope the audience embraced it, in which they did. I hope everything went right, and I remember thinking, this didn't go right. I have to make sure it's right on the first time. We gotta jump off the stage, we gotta take pictures. So I'm still in 1,000 different places of what do I need to do next. At the same time, thinking about what do we need to do after that to make sure that the second show is as perfect as the first.
Well, the first show has been completed here in Columbus. If anyone wants to watch it, now that word has been growing, will be another show in Columbus. Do you guys have any more shows in the works?
Well, there has been a lot of talk about doing an encore in Columbus, and we do plan to do that one day soon. However, at this time we are adding more shows to the tour. We're starting with, I wouldn't say starting with, we're hoping to include Albany, but we definitely have Brunswick, Georgia in the makings, and from there we're heading down to, if everything goes well, to Augusta, Georgia. And we also have Montgomery that's coming up as well. And then, as I stated, we're constantly adding shows onto the tour.
Here you are. For anyone that is watching that is outside of our region, we are coming soon to you. Stay tuned. If you are followed on Facebook, YouTube, you will get all the information on that.
Did you do it on Facebook?